it's time to start then with IXUS versus Mickey Mouse Crackhouse. It's gonna be those two here in the best of one. IXUS so far 0-1. Mickey Mouse have won at least their first matchup here. So let's see how they do here as we hop into the game immediately. So yeah, here we are. Dust 2 underway, or well, not quite underway here, but pretty close to being underway. We'll see if they have it in them to do well, though. It's gonna be a little bit of a 2-on-2 stabby here. That's the end result. Right, that means that we are good to go. Just need to quickly swap some things around on the HUD, and we're gonna be okay. So yeah, so this is what it's looking like now. IXUS here, they need to win. They can feel that pressure. And Dust 2 it is here for the third map of the group. Mickey Mouse, Crackhouse starting on the T side. IXUS starting off on the CT side here. We're going to see those long-range USPSs come out first. And they're tapping away here. Okay, actually Wesley has a little bit of time to just reload in the open. Looks like Robski's not able to finish him off as of yet. There, Rove eventually gets that trade though. See a veteran of this Belgian scene at this point. Amosa will, however, be able to get the trade. Rickson will finish off the job right there. So it's going to be a first here for IXUS. Relatively cleanly, I want to say. Good to go. Our prediction here. So not quite too keen on the pistols here. The Scout AI. But maybe they'll be able to do some damage. We've seen how that can come around sometimes. Running straight into Shorty. Rickson's got to be careful. Just delay them as much as you can, or maybe try and deny that bomb from going down. I mean, currently the tap away is there. Eventually the bomb goes down. You can't stop that, unfortunately. Scythe will be able to get on it here. There's the Tech 9 trying to come out there. There's so many people. And, you know, a bomb plant isn't the end of the world. And IXUS, they'll post the second here. With now the rifles coming out on the Mickey Mouse Crackhouse side. So now things are going to get a little bit more intense. And let's see what they can do. Some rifles tapping away, trying their luck. Getting in there as aggressively as humanly possible. Rickson wants to. Ralph is going to be able to get the first. Flashbang comes out. It's good though, but it's only the 1-for-1. As Ralph will eventually get the trade-off. There's an axe. Oh, he gets cleared there. Forget picks up the kill. IXUS is now looking good to maybe turn this around. And now we're going to see that flank come in. However, Raps picked up another one. Sure, there will eventually be the one coming in return. But still, though, WSXT has got a long way to go here. Upgrades to the AK-47, that's going to be a nice weapon that he could potentially even bring over to the next round. That would also mean that he concedes this one though. And indeed that is the plan, although already being hunted down by some of the T-side players. It's going to be a first round on the board here for Mickey Mouse Crackhouse, as IXUS will try and do that work later on. Bomb will go off, but look at this. Look at how much he's squeezed right now. And he's playing a little bit of deathmatch here. Gets 2 before getting taken down. So no, he's not bringing over that AK. Although it was a little bit expensive, I think they'll take it at this point. I mean, Mickey Mouse Crackhouse obviously will get a massive cash injection. And it is the full rifle setup here on either side. No AWPs coming in just yet. Nades might be good on the Reb here. Actually do a surprisingly little damage. Some of them felt like they were right on, but only 50 is what it will do him. It's still significant though. And it will be enough to take him down and get that advantage in for your team. So IXUS are going to be quite satisfied with that. Eventually AK grabbed here. Flashbang and Molotov coming out. Next hiding in the same corner that he was hiding in last time. Senso's gonna take it upon himself to clear it, and he managed to make it work. Rolf gets another one, although he does kill also his teammate in the process. That means that we are still down to the 3-on-3 here. But the B side completely empty, and it's a difficult retake to get going. Lopsky wanting to get himself involved here. Tries to do it, Rolf will pick it up. Robski then with a nice little follow-up, and that means that this round should surely be done here. A 1v3 is not something you just do easily. Molotov will help forward though. Rolf's still going to get the kill. Doesn't matter. Sure, he'll burn alive afterwards, but it's still going to be the second round here on the board. And that means that we are tied up yet again. IXUS not really in the best shape economy-wise. Desert Eagle here. WSXD. Very aggressive long play here. In fact, he smokes already in here. Mouse trying to get himself involved into some fights towards lower tunnels, and he does so. By one digging Senso out of the server. And there's a nice kill from Dusnax pushing through that smoke. The fact that he got one is already quite impressive. Rolf and Fikachi will, however, pick up more kills. So advantage still found here by the T's, although maybe a little bit more manufactured than they would have liked. It might do good here. Indeed, it will finish off the job then. Mouse comes in from behind, picks up 2 on a very nice little long flank, and now it is just a matter of closing down the gap to Rav here. But they're not showing each other at all. Just trying to close the distance. No defuse kit, no armor, so he's gonna have to do it the hard way. Hasn't cleared the corner yet, and now Ruff shows himself, and he manages to get the spray eventually, and he picks up a third. As more and more rifles are now coming in on either side again. So IXUS, they've taken that economical hit. They now have recovered well. Nice little nade to get across. Those particles will make it difficult for the Alper to spot anyone. Rickson doesn't see anything over towards short right now. Molotov is coming in, however. So he'll be forced backwards either way. Nate's well on top, obviously. They know exactly where he's waiting. He's going to deploy a little bit of a counter flash. Hoping it gives him some time. Nate just a little bit too deep here, but he spots the first player coming up. Flashbang coming in, but he's just going to run away in towards this site now. And he can take a little bit more of a aggressive position afterwards. Flashbang's coming in. Rotations underway from the CT side, but they're going to get her just a little bit too late, I feel like. Ovsky going for that plant immediately. We're getting ourselves into a 5v4 after plant here. Rixen picks up the one. Ruff with a nice little no-scope though. Robski has also been found here. Molotov in place. Saif has nailed that one, and that means it is just going to be up to Ruff now. And now already on that bomb. Rixen's defusing. Dozenax has got his teammate covered, and that means that it's going to be a third round on the board for IXUS. And IXUS now are looking to make a little bit of a comeback here. Very little money here to invest for the T side now. After 2 rounds, the roles are exactly reversed. Last time around it was IXUS that ran out of money. Now they are the one in trouble on the T side even. They've opted for those pistols and are potentially looking to get in towards this B side here. Or lower tunnels, of course. That's also another option. No rush this time around. Saif has spotted out the first. Ruff is now trying to do some more damage here. You gotta be careful with these kind of jump ups, and indeed it is gonna be Robski here that grabs that gun. So have to move forward. Doesn't axe on that AWP. Looking to make some impact here. And he will, so takes down Rep. That is quite a harsh kill to get against you, I can't even lie. Almost the opportunity to get a second one. Ruff's got it. Doesn't next. Now what can he do? Bomb has been planted. There's the opportunity for Dozenax to escape to safety. It's awkward though. Eventually the dink gets delivered onto him, but he stays alive. Upgrades or downgrades to an AK. I don't know whether you are looking at this as an upgrade or a downgrade, but at least it might just be a weapon that you're able to bring across. And maybe it will help your escape chances here, as obviously the T side is interested in hunting at this point. They're here to punish, because this round never should have gone their way, but it has. I've certainly found that up. However, he won't be able to enjoy it for very long. Dozenax picks up all the kills. He'll at least be able to take it clean though. But still, the round goes the other way. It's the T side taking a lead here. It's the Mickey Mouse Crackhouse doing what they're supposed to do. Once again being challenged here. That Molotov will do the trick though. Long control once again belonging to the CTs here. They're not really putting in that many resources by the looks of it. There, player on card not really aware. WSXD, I don't know what he was thinking there. Doesn't work out great. The Rixen will eventually get the kill to Fikachu, was a little bit too aggressive moving in. Now looking to regroup here in towards the B side, but looks of it. Bomb is on its way. And even though they just sent out the first player here over towards long. Looking to see if they can clean things up now. Rixen with that preemptive Molotov. However, the attack will mainly be towards the B side now. They have figured this out. Moses is going to pick up the first. And it is going to be now the kill here found by Rixen on that player trying to lurk in. Rep has also been stopped by Dozenax. He's got to be able to pick up a second. That means it's going to be 4 on 4 from that point on. And Mickey Mouse Crackhouse are running out of funds yet again by the looks of it. Two scouts is what they have to their disposal on the T side here. Interestingly enough. Smoke is coming into place here. See what they can deliver on it though. is in fact the two now coming out of this B side, including the bomb. So they're actually putting quite a bit of a commitment into this. Doesn't IXUS gonna pick up the first. The bomb will eventually be dropped. The other players are still so far away. Rixon's gonna hit another shot onto short though. The bomb is dropped, so there's not even a reason to fight at that point. Just play it to the odds if you can. Robski and Senso now trying to see if they could potentially move this back here. They both have scouts. Scouts can be very deadly if used in the right way. But IXUS obviously has no reason to challenge this whatsoever. And eventually it's Amos that picks up another one. So just Robski remaining now. He's going to be taken down. And IXUS, they take that lead. They will be able to get a fifth on the board here earlier than Mickey Mouse Crackhouse. We now need to decide what do they do here. They have very little money. In fact, there's barely any money at all. They should be ecoing this round normally. But it would also allow IXUS to get up to 6. And then maybe even fight for potentially even 8 rounds. First though, they need to clean up the pistols. They do stay true to their original economic plan. And that plan is to save over this round. Give up a little bit later on. IXUS ready for a very aggressive long take, but that never came in. Instead they're going through CT mid, and that's the first kill picked up now. I was trying to see what he can do. Doesn't see anything, and as long as there's players in middles, he should be scared that the B side is open. And CT mid will be taken over. Amos just hasn't really shown himself now, and here they come pushing in. There's the first kill, hiding in the corner. Gets 2, gets 3. Looking for a 4th. It's going to be his teammate helping out instead. But still though, IXUS, they clean it up. They will not concede a bomb plant. They will not secure anything else out of that on the T side. Sure, they get the 1 kill, but if that's all, you would have settled for less here if you're IXUS. Mickey Mouse Crackhouse, however, they will be able to afford a little bit of a buy round here. Flashbangs and nades all coming out towards longer. This is very aggressive. This long take. Action trying to see what he can do. Amos is trying to come around that smoke here. First kill picked up around the pit. Multiple players fighting at once. Amos can only finish off the one. It's going to be Vikacha with a trade. Doesn't access, no clue as to how far they're already in here. There's 2 players getting ready for a flank here. Scythe being one of them. WS16 being the other one. And that player that I just mentioned gets the first kill. Vikacha's got to make sure that bomb goes down. First player spotted around the car. Senso picks that one up here. He will be traded out eventually. So that brings it to this 2v2. Quickly turned 2v1 as Vikacha is now the only one alive. He's been spotted out on this cross. Scythe with some beautiful precise headshots to make it work here for IXUS. It's going to be a 7th round here. As the last round approaches, there is some loss bonus. There is a bomb plant. There's money for Mickey Mouse Crackhouse, but it's not going to be a perfect buy with all AKs and armor and util. You need to make some compromises, whether that's weapons or util or armor. You can't have it all this round, and it's going to be the AK-47s coming out with some limited util by the looks of it. Senso, in fact, has no util whatsoever. Ruff's going to opt for the Galil eventually. And this is then what it will be, 7-4. Senso might be taking that initiative here to go through. Flashbang coming in, and indeed they will just try and force the way in Rep and Vikacha to pick up both kills towards this B side. And the side defense just absolutely crumbles. Thing is now, it's the last round and a half, so you need to try and commit to this. matter what. Coming out, sending it through. Rixon's picked up the first roll. We'll be able to get a second though. Rixon on that AWP is trying to keep them in this. Smoking off that bomb, sends some activates from the backside. It's going to be able to pick up 2. The headshots both come through, and that means that it is now going to be a 7-5 scoreline. Is it over just yet? No, absolutely not. But still, IXUS here have a small lead that they need to try and convert, and that would be pretty possible. That is if you started off well with a pistol win, and we're gonna see if they can do this. All these pistols running in towards long here. IXUS are looking to take those long range duels, interestingly enough. Pistols all coming in. Ralph's going to be able to post up the first here. Really coming in. VK chip. Gets himself another. Saif does an X and the most, and now are the ones that remain. Bomb has been planted. So that's extra money here, but they have lost so many people in the process here. And it's going to be Siphon does an act to at least fight their way back in. Sensor then activates to at least get those kills back. And before you know it, they clean it all up. And it's going to be Mickey Mouse Crackhouse that get that retake going. That means that they're able to get this up to round number 6. Mickey Mouse Crackhouse now. They're able to do this pretty well, I'd say. And IXUS just need to try and find if they have a solution here. As IXUS are just 1 round behind now. Mike Dan's coming out as Ruff that picks up the first. Ralph activating on that scout again. Now there's one player into the site. This Nax wants to get the skill, can't even do it. Only gets a dink. Utility coming in, but there's the flank already over from the tunnel, and there it is. WS16. That's another trade there. The fact is that he has escaped for a while. Senso luckily is able to pick him up, and that means that Mickey Mouse Crackhouse are able to push this into a 7-7 scoreline. Going again. There, Amos. Oh no, that is the one, but sure, he's gonna get taken down by his teammates. It's not the first team kill that they've had so far. Weirdly, as that is. Seems to happen quite often. Scout shot. Not quite being able to deliver it. Rap gets himself 2. WS16 and does the next day remain here. Whatever little's left of that execute. Well, not even an execute. They didn't even actually get to that part. Whatever's left of this round, it's not going to be much. Another kill picked up. Does the next now left in the 1v2. Trying to see if he can do it. Dozenax has spotted out another player. It's going nowhere, unfortunately. It's going to be Rep that picks up the last kill. 8-7. The new scoreline. The lead now being taken away here from IXUS. Mickey Mouse Crackhouse. They're doing a good job right now trying to qualify over for the playoffs, of course. Now, we did just get that confirmation in there that tomorrow we're going to start an hour later than we were supposed to. Molotovs and such out towards long. Doesn't is pressing forward on this hard. Figetis just picked up the one. Doesn't with two beautiful headshots though. Rep now unable to get into that later position. Smoke is there. Rep trying to get himself involved whenever he has the opportunity. Doesn't still hanging around the long side while the other players are coming in through short. They're finding this immediately. Sife's going to pick up that one kill. Now Doesn't is going to start running in with them. Senso found out about in the open. And Moses is actually going to be the one to pick up the kill, so it wasn't even necessary for Doesn't to come in. But they had him just in case. They were ready. They came prepared. Robski now is left saving that M4 in this 1v4. Bomb being planted against him, and I don't think he's going anywhere. So IXUS is looking good for an AIF. And that means that after 16 rounds of play, we are once again back to equal here. And it just shows how incredibly difficult it has been so far. Robski wants to see if he could do this. Maybe get an exit or two. I don't know if IXUS are considering pushing more forward. It doesn't look like it, at least for now. That means that we are getting into this 8-8 result, but he decides we'll be able to bring over an M4. And that M4 is going to be making a big difference, most likely. Of Souther to gain long control. This time not really contested though as heavily by the T side. There's still Scythe hanging around that corner, but no commitments are being made as of yet here. So instead it's going to be mainly a push up towards middle. Our IXUS are working towards their short control here. It's kind of a similar play as usual. Smoke coming out, advantage fan on WSXD is long gone, as VKH is going to pick that one up, no problem. VKH would have loved to pick up one more, it's not going to be possible though, but sure. He'll take an entry despite being left on 20 HP. Smoke towards CT. He's actually gonna draw a player towards it now. He's just gotta be careful that he doesn't actually kill his teammate. Scythe's just picked up another kill, and that means that they can now start splitting in towards this A side, which is where Amos picked up both kills now. Not that he first, it was actually Scythe that helped out. And they're gonna get into this side. The bomb is gonna be making its way across 20 seconds though. The bomb needs to be planted rather quickly, and they should be able to do it. Trying to come around. Rixon's managed to finish that one off there. And I think Vikache and Ruff are out of there. Although Vikache not really clean as of yet, and that is quite a scare. Rixon isn't able to finish him off, unfortunately for him. Still, them securing another round is already great business, and if you can now take down any of the rifles, you're going to be even more happy. Ruff will be able to get himself a little bit of an op kill. IXUS with a lead. It's IXUS with a small advantage now coming in. 3 more rounds required to at least secure an overtime. 4 required to win the game, as Mickey Mouse Crackhouse are now trying to hold on as much as they possibly can. Max 7 out on Reb here. Rov is going to try and do well on that AWP. This will be the Bino will have to do it. It's a little bit manufactured here. They had to really take some shortcuts to make this buy round work. But you can't have a rifle as well as an AWP and then not buy up. That's the difficult part about it though. Goes the first attempt on the Max 7. It doesn't really work out. Doesn't will get that entry for his team. And Rov now through the smoke hits that. 4-on-4. After plants coming out there. Flashman coming in. VK is going to try and make that work. Ralph looking to come up closer. Just trying to get this now, and there he gets the one trade. Senso eventually is able to get the one back, but it doesn't really seem to matter. Crossfire too strong, and most of it free. And IXUS push themselves up to double digits here. To throw Myth is 6-3 right now. That's also a banger matchup, to be fair. I was going to stream that one if it wasn't for the fact that we did one in that group already. And we missed out on this game. There's so many good games coming out. Senso with the one. Looking to see if he could potentially get a second headshot. That's not going to happen though. So I've seen another player go through. Doesn't actually pick him up. Robski can now try and take that initiative. Can go for a little bit of a wide swing here. Tries to do so, but it doesn't work out. Now, 3 players are still in place here over towards that A site. So if IXUS commit to this, they would have walked into that. But now they're going to commit into CT, where also a lot of players are hiding as they all rotated down. The Reb is now the only one remaining of those. B site's completely empty now. Remember the 1v4. Vixen's going to make sure that nothing happens this time around here. He wants to make sure that IXUS push through in a much needed victory here. Mickey Mouse Crackhouse will be able to buy it one more time here. Obviously that loss bonus is now at its maximum. Robski trying to keep the T's at bay here towards long, but it's not going to happen. Utility being exchanged here over towards that long side. Ralph doesn't really move an inch afterwards. And indeed he does stay patient enough to get himself an up kill. It's Dozenax that walks right into his demise. He's been playing a good map so far though, I gotta admit. It's a good scoreline from Dozenax, and he wants to see where that led him, and maybe got a little bit too confident on that peak. Rep looking to push up closer. I might as well pick up the one. There's also going to be more frags coming through though, and before you know it, it's just Robski who could try and stop this. He's just picked up another one. It is just going to be Robski left on 5 HP. And there it is. Rickson confirms it. IXUS, they move up the map pointer. They are 1 round away from stealing this one away. If they can, that would be pretty awesome news. Scouts trying to see if they can deliver. Almost, it feels like so close, but not able to do it. 1 for 1, Rolf is now delivering on that scout. He is hitting headshots all of a sudden. Exactly what we expected from him, and now Sive and Amos just trying to get into that bomb plant. Just a bomb plant would feel nice at this point. He gets the one. Scythe is now discovered where the other players will be coming from. He still gets 2 though, but that's not enough unfortunately this time around. Now we go here again. 9 to 12 is what it looks like. Now we have got a CS2 update actually. That's going to be quite challenging. WSXT is going to be able to pick up the 1. It's an entry into Rolf. Rolf is long gone. And that might just be the last we've seen from him. Yeah, it's crazy, man. That update's like, it's got one thing in it. And that's going to break the entire game, isn't it? Timing couldn't have been worse. Senso at least delivering here. Trying to get along for the 1 more, but not able to do so as of yet. Senso wants this. There it goes, the swing, but he's missed out on the opportunity now, and they're gonna try and go for it dry. Doesn't actually get some more. That smoke wasn't quite there. Rep's gonna be taken down. Robski gets the 1 and is still alive for now, although not for long because Sife's gonna take him down. Gage is here, and there it is. He tap away. That will do the trick. We have a winner then. And 9 to 13 is gonna be the scoreline. Tough luck out there, man. That was supposed to be a little bit closer there, but Mickey Mouse Crackhouse just completely collapsed almost, it felt like, towards the later half of that.